Hazy sunshine and turning hotter on Wednesday. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we hit 87 today. Was expecting 88, but we hit 87, which is respectable. Within the range, 511 was when that occurred. Started the morning off at 65 degrees. How warm were you today? There were some warm spots. There were some cool ones. I'm looking at Oneida, 81. Jamestown, only 81 today. While it hit 88 in Athens and 88 in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge Airport, and 85 in Newport, 86 Morristown. So again, temperatures well shy of the 90-degree mark, which will make a run toward that tomorrow as well as on Thursday. But meanwhile, we take a look at the ultimate Doppler radar. A couple of showers over toward Mountain City. I had left a 20% chance of some rain in the Smokies today, or near the Smokies, and most of it's been on the other side of the state line in North Carolina. But even still, it is pretty quiet. By the way, Marcos.com, the sponsor for my ultimate Doppler radar, Marcos.com. If you're a local Marcos, would love to give you a late night snack or a dinner. They're located in Hardin Valley and Farragut and Maryville. They're in Fountain City and Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road as well. They have a great pepperoni pizza called the Magnifico for less than $10, limited time only. And of course, under new ownership, new leadership, better than ever, Marcos.com, the place to go. And of course, they deliver. And you might be hungry for maybe a new Pozzoli. They're awesome. The pepperoni and sausage, the one pictured at the top, is my personal favorite, and it's available now for less than $6 for a limited time. The new Pozzoli from Marcos, delicious. By the way, a couple of rain showers in southern sections of Missouri, north of Jonesboro at this time, and there's still some river flooding still going on in North Carolina. Not a whole lot to see in the Great Lakes. We have severe weather out to the west near Denver, and more heat concerns in orange. Those are heat advisories for Dallas and Houston, parts of Oklahoma under excessive heat warnings there in fuchsia, or kind of a purplish color, but not much to see elsewhere. Things look pretty quiet at this particular time. The big story is Ernesto, because Ernesto is going to graze, it looks like, Puerto Rico. Now, this is the latest update. As of 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night, you can see it has winds of 65 miles per hour. You can see it's not centered over San Juan, and it may actually just kind of miss the island, it now appears. But as it curves and starts to move northward, it could get stronger. Like a figure skater, it's pulling its arms in and spinning, getting faster and stronger. This could very well become a Category 2 or stronger in the coming days, as you can see illustrated from the cone from the National Hurricane Center. Really, the place that we'll need to watch this is Bermuda, a very small island, but beautiful island all the same, like a little paradise there in the Atlantic. But they have the potential for a tropical storm going into a hurricane, I should say. And all you need is 111. Look how it's projected to be 110. So when you're talking about 1 mile an hour difference between a major Cat 3 and a strong Cat 2, it's splitting hairs. So this could very well become a major hurricane as it approaches that little fishhook island there known as Bermuda. And that would occur probably in the morning, early afternoon on Saturday, the way things are trending. But this far will stay away from the mainland. Anywhere on the beaches, though, this week, right into the weekend, may have high surf, and they could have rip currents. That's just one of the functions of big storms out in the water in the Atlantic. The rainfall amounts around Puerto Rico could be 1, 2, 3 inches of rain or more. Heavier rains will be over the ocean, where they could be over 5, 6, 7, even 10 inches of rain. Doesn't look like that's going to be pounding San Juan with quite the same amount. By the way, you can see we've already crossed off Debbie. That was last week's dilemma. And now we have Ernesto, which is likely to stay away from the mainland. But Francine could be the next name on the list, followed by Gordon and followed by Helene. But nothing of interest now. But take note, it is not unheard of to see these colors change quickly, meaning like from no areas of interest to suddenly you have 1 or 2 that could suddenly appear. Tis the season, tis the time of year for that, because we can usually see more than half of the hurricane season occurs after August 15th, and last I checked, it's only August 13th. So half the season still ahead of us. There could be a lot of activity here in the coming weeks. It typically peaks around the 10th of September. By the way, the clouds and radar put together show some scattered clouds tonight. That's all I think we'll see today, or for tonight. But headlines, hazy sun and hotter tomorrow. More humid for Thursday night, because we'll eventually drop to lows around 70, and that's a signature for more higher dew points and stuffy air. But more rain chances arrive late this week. I have a high chance of rain on Friday as well as Saturday now, so both days will may need or require an umbrella. By the way, the future smoke, some of you are very interested in seeing how some of the wildfire smoke in yellow tries to move in overnight tonight. That's 7 o'clock. In the morning. Now it's vertically integrated. It's not all at the surface. It's through the entire column of air. So when we say vertically integrated, that's what it means. It is just coming down from the steering winds, from the jet stream, multiple sources. You could almost follow the yellow brick road back toward Montana, back through Idaho. Look at Idaho blowing up in red. That's the extreme dense, the dense and extreme colors in red moving through parts of Idaho and western Montana. So all that's kind of coming down, and there's some smoke, probably I'm sure from Canada as well. But we'll keep an eye on that because a lot of it tends to work its way down here. The good news is the humidity is relatively low. We make a run toward 90 tomorrow, but look at that, 7 a.m., there's no humidity. Yes, it's getting hotter, but it's not getting more humid. So that will end as we head toward the end of the work week. But tomorrow, it might come back at noon. It turns a little green ooze, but look at 5 o'clock. It retreats. It retreats a bit. So we're talking about reasonable, maybe moderate dew points in the lower to mid 60s. It's not off the chart, but all that sticky weather will want to come back as we head into Thursday night. And I think especially heading into the weekend where the chance of rain will only increase. It'll be a little sticky and stuffy across East Tennessee, certainly by that time frame ahead of us. By the way, as we look ahead to the futurecast, you can see high pressure centered around West Virginia tonight. A couple of showers down towards South Carolina, but really we're kind of in the fray or out of the fray. Most of it's back toward West Tennessee for tomorrow morning. We bring in some hazy sunny clouds, maybe a spot shower for Bryson City or Asheville. But I don't see much showing up here. I think some of this is just model noise as that high-pressure dome will keep us dry as I see it tomorrow. Now, on Thursday, I left a 20% chance something forms, and this does suggest a little bit coming into play by midday Thursday, and then it kind of retreats. But once we move into Friday morning, I think this is only going to pick up, especially Friday afternoon, Friday night, because that would represent about 5:15. The drive home on Friday will require the wipers. They will require the windshield wipers on maybe a slow to moderate speed, and we'll have those showers on and off right into Saturday because this energy is going to drop down from Bowling Green. So our forecast tonight down to 64, scattered clouds, and it's not too humid for this time of year. Again, it's August. You would expect dew points in the 60s. Once it drops into the 40s and 50s, my goodness, then you can say, hey, autumn is here, fall is here, and it's almost football time in Tennessee, but not quite yet. 61 for a low in Morristown tonight. If you're in Jefferson City, Dandridge, about 61. About 60 for Crossville, Wartburg, and overnight lows in Knoxville, Oak Ridge, around 64. Hazy sunshine tomorrow. I think we have a shot. We have a chance to get back to hazy sun and hotter, hit 90 tomorrow, but it won't be that sticky. 90 for Oak Ridge. I've got 89 for Morristown, 88 for La Follette, and our friends in Crossville in the heart of Cumberland County, about 87 for your Wednesday afternoon. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. I got a spot of rain on Thursday, upper 80s to near 90 Friday and Saturday, but I do think the rain it won't be every hour of the day, but when it rains, it will pour. Because look at the dew points. It's back to around 71, 70 for lows, so it does feel more like the swamp by the weekend time frame. 86 on Sunday, so a little bit of a pullback in temperature. Even Tuesday next week looks a little cooler with some spots of rain now, 20%. But again, keep in mind, this is usually one of the driest months of the year. August, September, October, especially October, is usually the driest months of the calendar year. By the way, you can keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's very easy to download. Go to the App Store, Google Play. Just search the two words Captain Accurate, and it will suddenly appear. Very thankful for Pete. Of course, having weather and traffic on the same app makes it a real bonus, so make sure you download it tonight. And it also works on your iPad as well. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.